Hello everyone, and welcome back to 333 News. Now, tonight I have a pleasant surprise for you. I like to call it 333 News Revamped. Of course, there's not a lot of actual revamping, but it's going to be a whole lot better from now on with 333 News. We're going to have more interesting stories. It's not going to be boring anymore, because, yeah, to be honest, it was not going anywhere, and I just want to make more interesting content. So, we're going to take everything wrong with 333 News, and this episode is going to change it. So, first of all is a little visual issue. And, that is with the, date and temperature down in the bottom right. So, here's what we're going to do about that. Move it a little bit aside because I know on some devices, but not all devices, there is the channel watermark that is present after 10 seconds. So, that does show up. And, yeah, we don't want any conflicts and interference with the text in the watermark anymore. So, we're moving the text a little bit to the left and it won't be in the bottom right corner anymore. It'll be a little bit to the left of that so that there's enough space for the watermark to be there as well. Alright, now moving on from that, we're going to have some actual quite interesting stories, and it's going to be more like actual news instead of just, you know, a video where we talk about updates and stuff. So, first on tonight's episode of 33 News, the summer is coming up, and it literally starts tomorrow, actually. Just realized that. And here we have Wario to tell you some methods on how to stay cool during the summer. Over to you, Wario. Right, Wario here. Summer is always a very hot time of the year, especially if you don't have air conditioning. It can be unbearable to have to survive through the heat. So, here I'm going to give you some ways you can stay cool during the summer. And we promise that they passed the Triple E test and are being city approved. What's the Triple E test, you ask? It's got to be effective, efficient, and eco-friendly. And trust me, at least most of my methods here are all of those. So, first things first, very important step is staying hydrated. Make sure you got plenty of water in your fridge, because staying hydrated is very important so that you don't pass out and die from heat exhaustion. So, there's water there. Very important that you stay hydrated. And here's another method for you guys that like air conditioning but can't seem to afford it or just don't have it. Freeze a water bottle solid, and then take that out of the freezer, put it in a little device, put a fan next to it, and it'll be blowing ice cold air throughout your room or your house. Easy method. Next up is some of the WW approved methods. So I'm going to be going over here, where WW has been working on a special project recently. I'm going to take it to you right now, and I'd like to call it the WW Pro Air Deluxe. This is state-of-the-art air conditioner featuring water bottle tops as funnels, because there is a principle where if air is fast-moving and condensed, it cools down. So this air conditioner takes that principle into account. Put it in your window, and when a breeze passes by, you get some cool air. Even in the middle of the day when it's extremely hot, it won't be exactly ice cold air, but it is still going to be effective at keeping the house slightly cooler than outside, so at least you won't be dying from the heat. And you'll notice there are some little extra features here, like the wristwatch that's busted and buttons and stuff, but those are unnecessary. You don't have to add those. But what you do need to add to make sure it functions well is you gotta have these tops of the water bottles. You can just like finish up a water bottle, cut the top off, and then you put it in like this, and those will serve as your vents. So, yeah. And then we have the window fitters here that go on the sides, just to make sure that there's no extra gaps or anything. This one's not staying on very well. But yeah, these will ensure that it fits flushly into any window, no matter the size. This may be a little bit big for some windows, but you know, it kind of depends on the box that you want to use. And you gotta make sure that there is a grill for the air to go back out, so you know it cycles the hot air out. And you might be able to see in the back, we actually cut out a hole and put a tissue in there. That is to serve as an evaporative cooler pad. If you wet it, when the air goes out, hopefully it does evaporative cooling on the air, And when it circulates back up, it'll be even cooler coming back in. So it'll be even more effective. We are not completely sure that that works right now, but hopefully it does, and at least the funnels will be doing their job pretty well. So there's the WW product with the new air conditioner. Next up, another thing I highly recommend is when it cools down at night, open up the windows. That way you can get some fresh air to circulate in, and that'll actually cool your house down quite quickly during the night. Then keep your windows closed during the day in order to avoid the heat getting in. And another thing that will save you a lot of energy is ceiling fans. Run these instead of using air conditioning, and you might be able to save a lot of money. So yeah, those are my methods to stay cool and beat the heat during the summer without air conditioning. Some very interesting methods there, Wario. We're not quite sure if they fully function, but they seem promising, so I do recommend you guys try them at home. And yeah, they are pretty cheap. You just need a few cardboard boxes and bottles and stuff, and you should be able to do it yourself. So we hope that you are successful. We wish you luck with those, and yeah, that's an WW Pro Air Deluxe. There is also a portable version, but you know, it's just kind of a bunch of water bottle funnels, and there's really no need to show that. Alright, next up, we would... oh goodness. We would like to wish a particular shark VTuber a happy birthday today. It is in the top right corner, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Gura, we wish you a happy birthday. If you somehow end up seeing this video, just want to let you know happy birthday, and everyone supports you, pretty much. Alright, next up, 333 Tunes. We know we haven't done it yet, it's been taking a while, but thing is, it is kind of difficult to think up of song ideas, and I don't know how it took this long for me to realize that. So, what we are going to be doing, as an unfortunate announcement, is we're going to be dropping 2 of the songs this month. We're still going to do 1, and hopefully we'll have it out by the end of the month, but we are going to have to drop 2 of them. We apologize for the inconvenience, but hopefully you still enjoy it. And on another note, we're getting back to 3-3 episodes starting tomorrow. So hopefully you look forward to that. And I hope this was a nice, entertaining 3-3 news episode for you, rather than one of those boring ones where we just discuss COVID-19 or other channel updates and stuff like that. There's really no need to discuss COVID-19 anymore because the pandemic is pretty much over with the rollout of vaccines. In fact, the recent case rate in the US has gone below 10,000 per day. Hopefully it continues to skyrocket downwards. I don't know if skyrocket's the right term there, but we do want to say rocket downwards. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next week with another interesting 333 news episode.